I don't spend time scrolling. I don't really have a For You page. That is true. My dad was gripping a Penn tennis ball, and my mom said he's about the size of that tennis ball, and that is the end of that story. That is about how it went. I didn't get it before, and now that I'm on it, I think I get it. I don't like being on TikTok as a viewer, but I do like getting on there and having some fun. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely was. And I still am well, I'm not conflicted still, but I was conflicted enough that I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. If I was just playing him for the length of a film, for instance, that would be manageable, you know? That's like 3 months maybe, something like that. Took the role 5 years ago, almost. So it's just a long time to be with one character, and a character who is such an unreliable narrator and ultimately, you know, a predator and somebody who is a really dangerous manipulator because he doesn't even realize how much he's doing it a lot of times. It's true. Do I sit down and put her record on? Like, I'm not quite at that level. I'm not part of the Barty gang, for instance. But I respect her and admire what she's doing. We're sort of friends. It's actually true, because you can't ultimately never feel a connection with your character. But at the time when I was playing Dan, I think I struggled to connect with him. I really didn't. I resisted him, as one does in your early 20s. You resist a lot of things you're a part of. Being on a show like Gossip Girl when you're 20 years old, and then it not coming to a close until I was nearly 26, you know, and the whole thing making us all famous and that kind of stuff. It was just a phenomenal experience in every way. It was good, bad, and everything in between. I think maybe what I've learned is how hard it is to keep the craft of acting pure when you're becoming famous for it, actually. It's quite challenging. That's true. I started doing voiceovers in radio and like animation and stuff. Mario Tennis 64. I think tennis and golf. There are people who have played this game. I think it's a fairly popular game, or it was. I've never played it. It's not true. I didn't write it. I sang one. I recorded one, but I didn't write it. Yeah, I sing and play guitar and piano. I've just always been working as an actor, and it's never really... For a brief period, I had a band and a record, and we toured. I love soccer. In fact, being in England was great, because I was just able to talk about it differently.
Did you watch the final of the World Cup, and who were you rooting for?
I think at this point most of the world was rooting for Argentina simply because of Messi, and it seemed like the fairy tale ending that no one thought was possible. For me, watching Messi win was just sort of like, is this real? Now, that said, France has been always one of my favorite teams. I love the way they play. Of course, Mbappe is incredible. Thierry Henry used to be one of my favorite players. That was when I really started watching, when he was on Arsenal.